Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome to Iwakura Aria. Thank you, PQube and Lurkit for the code. So gonna be checking it out, and what I'm gonna be able to show is limited, based off of publisher request. But I can at least show a little bit of the game, playing it on the Switch 2 with the Switch version. Well, I've also turned off the in-game voices, so I can just voice them myself since they are in Japanese. And if there's voice, I usually prefer it English if I'm also talking. So, anyway, let's adjust my charging cable for my controller. And let's new game. I remember the summer of 1966. I had nothing and understood nothing about the real world. I was 16 years old that summer. 33 years have passed since then. That was the year a dream I never could have imagined became my reality. The voice that changed my fate was so gentle. I raised my head, my eyes squinting from the piercing sunlight. It was so bright. Even to this day, it still feels so... Hello? Hey, where are you? Chapter 1, A Beautiful Painting. I had a feeling that the sunflowers wouldn't bloom this year. Surely the morning glories wouldn't bloom either. A sculpture of an angel, she's sleeping. I'm sure that's because it feels so out of place here. Even if you plant seeds here, it's not like they will even sprout. Just walking from the front gate to the main entrance is incredible enough, and then to top it off, there's even a fountain on the grounds. The government declared a few years after I was born that we as a nation were no longer in the post-war period. This residence feels like the only place around that isn't Japan. I didn't even know it was possible to be this incredibly wealthy. I guess you can't imagine the likes of something you have never seen before. Grounds are so vast. From here, the gatekeeper looks so small. It's been exactly 1 week since I stepped foot into this completely new world, where even the air I breathe feels different from any other place I have lived until now. It all began when I met the head of the household, a man named Amane Iwakura. I really don't want to go to job interviews. At the beginning of the month, I quit the construction company I've been working at since I graduated from junior high school. It had only been about a year since I started there. I haven't told myself that I wouldn't run away no matter what happened. Both my boss and his business partners were much older than me, yet I had to deal with their advances every single day. Ugh. I have a feeling of that huge, moist hand grabbing my thigh on the last day there. It still clings to my skin. It just won't go away. What the hell's your problem standing over there sighing like that? I'm the one who should be sighing around here. None of this stuff is selling. I told you, it's because you're selling nothing but junk. Nobody's gonna buy this stuff. It's not their job to buy it, it's our job to sell it. Don't you get it? We have to do shit like this because you just had to come back. This is Kitagawa Orphanage. It's the place where I spent the majority of my childhood while I was being moved around to different foster parents and institutions. I spent the last year here before I was eligible for employment somewhere. We were hosting a bazaar that day to raise money to help with the orphanage's operating costs. Tableware with ugly patterns, towels with their colors faded, and the crown jewel of the lot was a doll with a creepy face. It was all so ridiculous. Everything was lined up in front of me, and all of them were items that seemed like they were particularly unlikely to sell. Nuts. I wish I never painted something like this. It was a watercolor painting I made of a bird. I've almost never been praised for it, but I've loved creating works of art ever since I was little. I usually just doodle some things in my sketchbook, but since I came back to the orphanage, I've been doing some paintings while I spend time with the younger kids. It was only in those moments that I could just forget about everything and enjoy myself. However, much to my dismay, this caught the attention of one of the staff, and since they thought it would help liven things up, they ended up selling my art at the bazaar. Maybe I should just quit painting. I was doing it for myself as a way to relax, but when they decided to put my art up for sale, it felt like both my art and the feelings I put into it were as worthless as the rest of the junk they were selling it with. I don't exactly call this a lively event. Ugh, everything is truly awful. The weight of the stress made my head hang low. How much is this painting? Huh? The use of color is really good. I think my daughter will like this. Oh, my apologies. Is this not for sale? Oh, well, it's for sale. Would you by chance be the one who made this? I felt so awkward as my face grew hot, but I managed to softly nod in response. That's when I saw him. Mr. Mane Iwakura, with a wonderful smile on his face, began admiring my artwork with this incredibly sincere sense of earnesty. Oh my god, my heart is absolutely pounding. I've never had someone praise my art like that before. All that sadness I was feeling just a minute ago had just completely vanished. You're with a customer. I'm sorry, sir. Please excuse us for a moment. What's the matter? What's the matter? Ichiko, you're just about done here, aren't you? Go on back inside. I'm fine. I'm still 10 minutes left in my shift. Think you're sorry. Unemployed ass is anything but fine. Director put in a request with the board, and they went out of their way to make time for you this Sunday. You better dress nicely and have your hair done up. Don't you dare do anything to embarrass him. Got it? Ugh. God damn it, I hate this so much. You're the one embarrassing yourself around here. Well, you better be listening. I know! I hear you. I'm so sorry. You have to go. Please, wait a moment. If you're looking for work, you should come work for me. I've actually been looking to hire a live-in housemaid. If you're at all interested, I would like to speak with you about it. What? Me? A live-in housemaid? I'm sorry, but there's no way. Ah yes, almost forgot about the painting. I don't have much money on me at the moment, but would 2,000 yen suffice? Those words, Amane gracefully slid 2 bills into a can that only had some loose change rattling around inside. This is the first time I've ever seen paper glisten like that. Looks like I still have 15 minutes to spare. Since I'm here, I might as well... I pulled the new sketchbook that I just bought yesterday out of my bag. And definitely kill some time with this. What should I draw? I guess I'll draw that angel. Suddenly, beautiful emerald wings fluttered right past my face. They playfully danced around the fountain, then gently landed on the shoulder of the sleeping angel as if they were taking a rest. How beautiful. Okay, I got it. This should be good. Really thought about giving up on my art, but Amane's words were powerful enough to get me to go buy a new sketchbook. He offered me food, clothing, and shelter with a more than adequate salary. He even said that I was free to pursue my hobbies as long as I did my work. And he told me that I really need to create some more art. His words made me so happy. The staff member said that I shouldn't take him so seriously, but I ended up buying not only a new sketchbook, but also some extra pencils as well. How cute. It's a first page worth commemorating. For some reason, looking at this piece makes me feel like everything will be okay. It's gonna be a lot of work to fill this sketchbook up, but I really hope I can fill it with lots of beautiful art while I'm here. Great. Looks like I'm right on time. Put the sketchbook back in my bag, then begin walking towards the entrance. Is that a crow? Where is it? Might be in the garden, but it's so vast, I have no hope of spotting it. Oh, someone's standing there. He's so big. I wonder if he's a security guard. Follow me from the gate all the way to the entrance. Hello? Why is he watching me so intently? Did I do something wrong? Well, pleased to meet you. I'm Ichiko Kitagawa. I just started working here today. Yikes, he's completely ignoring me. Maybe he's not allowed to talk to people or something like that. I feel like I remember someone telling me that's the case of the castle in England. I managed to convince myself that I was correct and awkwardly forced myself to walk past this man who would no longer look me in the eye. Ah, that car. Next to the entrance, a jet black luxury car was parked in the driveway. This was the car that Amane got into when I saw him off that first day I met him. Nothing about any of this was a dream. Suddenly, the reality of the situation hit me all at once, and I was now very tense. This is absolutely not the time to start feeling nervous. That's when I looked down at my watch and saw that it was now exactly the time I was supposed to be here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I then rang the doorbell. I could hear a voice calling out from inside. That was when... As if someone was standing by waiting for me, the doorknob quickly made a clanking sound as it began to turn. Ichiko. Welcome. Please come in. The ceiling is so high. It's quite hot out there, isn't it? I was supposed to hear that the temperature would go above 30 degrees today. Even though it's the last Sunday in June, I still felt like summer was still a little ways off. Just the entrance hall of this place is bigger than a normal person's entire house. Ichiko, don't just stand there. Please, come in. Yes, of course, but my shoes... You don't have to take them off. We have many guests from overseas, so we do things in a very Western style in our house. Oh, I see. Well, in that case... Filled with hesitation, I nervously took my first step inside. I just needed to take another step, then another step. Wow. I noticed how my footsteps and the cheap shoes echo with an enchanting elegance. This is too much. It feels like I'm at a fancy ball or something. It reminds me of that famous, what's it called? Rokumekon? Well, you have such an incredible entrance hall. It just kind of reminds me of the Rokumekon building. Not that I've ever seen it in person or anything, I just imagine. I see, you truly are an artist. You have an incredibly good sense for that sort of thing. This residence was designed by a British architect during the Taisho era. It may not have the splendor of the that the Roku Meikon has, but it's just as extravagant. It's reflected in everything from the design to the materials used. Here, take this wainscoting, for example. You can see all the designer's fine attention to detail. The same can be said for the mantel above the fireplace. You will be working here, after all. It would be good for you to take some time to get more familiar with the fine details of the residence. Wow, thank you for sharing that with me. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Then I'm sure the other rooms won't disappoint, but you must be tired. I apologize for making you stand around like this. Let me show you to your room. You should rest for a bit, then we can talk about work. I can't believe that my room is inside the residence itself. I figured I'd be staying in a separate building or something. Amane led the way with the sound of my footsteps following directly behind him. The floor creaked softly. I could faintly hear the sound of clothes rustling. It's so quiet. A little too quiet. Where are the other service folks? We have some that come and go, but you're the only one who lives here. What? But please don't worry. I have no intention of burdening you with all of the housework. Your room is on the second floor. Please watch your step. No way. I didn't think for a second that I would be the only one. I wonder if things will be okay for me here. Ichiko? Yes? Things were not at all what I thought they would be, so the urge to just stop in my tracks was strong. Despite my slightly trembling legs, I forced myself to start climbing the stairs. I could hear my heart pounding in my chest. What am I gonna do if something happens? From the top of the stairs, my room is the one straight ahead. From the top of the stairs, my room is one straight ahead, and yours is on the left at the end of the hallway, over there. There's no way anyone would come here to help me. That is my daughter's room on your right. That's right. I forgot that he had a daughter. The blood that quickly drained from my face came back and made my cheeks hot. That was close. Thank goodness I didn't see anything weird. I emerged from the staircase into a wide hallway. All of the closed doors made it feel rather claustrophobic, while at the same time the sunlight coming in from the skylights made it feel rather open. Being a space where you could feel both of these sensations at the same time was pretty overwhelming. Your room is the one straight ahead. Right. It was originally functioned to be the master bedroom, but I remodeled it after my wife passed away. Now it also functions as a workroom. The bathroom is next to the stairs. We need to be considerate of each other's privacy during bathing times, but you are otherwise free to use it as you please. This is the guest room, although we don't really have guests come up here. Amane suddenly cut himself off and he placed his hand on one of the doorknobs. Oh, it's you, Aria. I didn't realize you were awake. Aria, I guess it's his daughter. It's a pretty uncommon name. Come here, Ichiko. I'd like to introduce you to my daughter, Aria. When I think of it, I never asked how old she was. I wonder, maybe she's still pretty young. Dibble was asked of me and stepped into the guest room. In that moment, I realized that any of my predictions about her were completely off base. Only to the back of her as she gazed out the open window. She had long hair that went down to her waist, and her slender ankles were peeking out from under her skirt. She was clearly much taller than me, not to mention that aura she gives off. It doesn't seem like a child. She doesn't seem like a child, so she's probably not younger than me. Aria? Amane called her name and urged her to greet me. She then calmly turned to face me. It was in that moment. A Renoir painting stood before me. I suddenly remembered an art book that I'd completely forgotten about. Someone had donated it to the orphanage. It was a rather large book. She has this dreamlike beauty. Her thin neck, small face, and big beautiful eyes were now facing me. Her black hair shined with a bluish tinge from the sunlight. It accentuated the translucency of the whiteness of her skin. It was like the window frame itself was framing a real-life painting. There, standing before me, exuding a beauty had to be seen to be believed was Amane's daughter, Aria Iwakura. Oh! Her small face, ever so petite, neared me. The outlines of her lightly colored eyes came into view as they absorbed the light in the room. What should I do? Should I greet her first? Yeah, I guess I should. Hold out your hand. Hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Ichiko Kitagawa, and I'll be working here starting today. Okay. She replied, glancing at my hand, but not shaking it. Right. I look forward to working for you. Such an idiot. Why in the world did I hold my hand out? What if that was considered rude? Ugh, this is so awkward. Quiet demeanor suggested that she is a person of few words. Maybe it's because both her face and body were so doll-like, but I feel like she was rather cold and distant. Father. When did you rearrange the furniture in here? Oh, just the other night. I thought I'd make the front hall of the room feel more open. Why? I have a little idea. I'll keep it secret for now, but you'll find out soon, Aria. Right. She spoke softly as she slipped between us and made her way out of the room. She got closer to me. A sweet scent that I'd never smelled before softly filled my nostrils. What is that? It smelled so good, like a mix of flowers, medicinal herbs, and citrus. I guess beautiful people have a lovely scent to them as well. Are you going back to your room? Yes, I'm not feeling very well. I see. Then please, rest well, Aria. Aria is quite frail, you see. I thought she would be sleeping all day today, but I'm glad I was able to introduce you to her. Now let's see, how much did I tell you about this room? A mild breeze was rustling the curtains. She was just so beautiful. In my mind, I could still see her facing away from me in the front of the frame. The beautiful painting would be, the girl depicted in it could be turned to face me once again. When our eyes met, my throat got tight and I had trouble breathing properly. I will see you again in an hour. Didn't hear anything about this. Just when I thought I was able to breathe again, the thoughts I had in my mind came spilling out into the words as I exhaled. The attractiveness of the person I'm working for has nothing to do with me, but wow, it almost felt like I was betrayed. Like I took a sneak attack right straight to the face. It's only natural that I'd be nervous spending time with someone that beautiful every single day. My heart was still beating like a mad and wasn't showing any signs of slowing down. Jeez, I have to snap out of it! Took some deep breaths to try and bring myself back to equilibrium, then took my time as I looked around the room. Suddenly I felt as if my field of vision was slowly starting to expand. Wait, didn't they say this used to be an altar room? Yeah, Mane mentioned that to me when he was telling me about the rooms. The ceiling seemed to be quite elaborate. It resembled a go board made of some lattice square timber. It's so cool that I can look up at the ceiling when I lie down every night. I wouldn't say this room is all that big, but it's both beautiful and comfortable. I think they would let me use a room like this. Feeling incredibly grateful towards Amane, I began to unpack my belongings. Not like it would take very long with the small amount of things I brought. Put my pajamas and underwear away, after which I quickly found myself feeling pretty bored. That's right, he mentioned that he gave me some work clothes to wear. Are they here? Casually opened up one of the drawers to find two outfits of the same color, neatly folded and tucked away. Wow, this fabric is so silky smooth. These feel way more expensive than my everyday clothes. Slipped the dress over my head and tied the apron that was lying underneath the dress. I tied the ribbon in the back nice and tight, and unbeknownst to me, in that moment, I began to smile. A brand new maid's uniform that fits me like a glove. A beautiful fountain visible from my window. It makes me nervous, but at the same time, it is not the least bit unpleasant. Can't remember any other time in my life where I felt like this. It's a quiet room where nobody can hear me talk to myself. It feels like a lifetime ago when I was suddenly crying in my 3-person company dorm room last month. Maybe I can finally get a fresh start here. I was 16 years old. There I was, living on my own, right at the beginning of adulthood. Alright, I changed my clothes and I'm ready to go. Wait, what? It's only been 30 minutes. I don't know what to do with myself. I guess I could take a look at some of the rooms on the 2nd floor while I wait. Every room in the house is going to be a workplace, so I should be able to come and go as I please. The Monty's words echoing in my mind, I quickly put them into action and began moving. Okay, which room should I check out first? Move around inside the mansion. Alright. So I got 3 options. I think not quite up to where the cutoff was, but I think I'll call it good there. Can I? Yeah, I can open the menu. So yeah, that's Iwakura Aria. Like I said, I'll do more, but developer publisher requested not to show too much. So thank you for watching. The game is out, I believe, on... Well, it's on Switch. Let me pull up Steam. It's on Switch and Steam, at least. So, yeah, thank you again, PQube, for the game. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe. Maybe click the bell for notifications. Also be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord. Come hang out, get notifications there as well. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!